Well, my friends, Burke Hedges coming from my office in St. Petersburg, Florida, and I hope that you had a really incredible Christmas. I felt like Christmas came early with Amzbit because I'm so excited about what the future holds. In fact, the future simply won't wait. Anyways, Christmas is always that special time of year. It's when I proposed to my wife. It's when it's the reason, right? And we must never forget the Christ in Christmas. And our family gets together. We do things that we normally don't do. It's highly commercialized for sure. Boy, you're talking about contributing to the economy. I sure wish that our Amzbit program was in place. For goodness sakes, everybody be having pay raises come Christmas, right? Anyways, yeah, certainly an exciting time of year, Christmas. My son came down from Los Angeles. My daughter came in uh, from Orlando, and my 11-year-old is here with the gifts, just incredible. So, anyways, let's get cracking. I promised you by 2 p.m. I'll have something for you. So I would like to make a habit that we actually deliver things early. I make no promises, but it sure is nice when you over deliver on your promises, right? So let's get cracking. So the purpose of this video is just an announcement of what to expect. This is very informal, and I drew some things up on a document to kind of keep me on track, but very informal, and it's going out to just a handful of people. Really, this is not necessarily for the public per se. It's going out for those that are part of our pre-founders launch campaign. So how about if I get cracking on this? Okay, what you're seeing there is the little write-up I made. Get these glasses on. That's what happens when you go north of 50. Uh, anyways, so let's talk about it. The founders pre-launch deliverables. So this is a little discussion outline for today, and let's start with the early 2 p.m. announcement. Hopefully you're watching this before 2 p.m. If you're watching it after, no problem. Give you a heads up what's happening tomorrow. All right, the 27th is when enrollment begins. So let me explain how we're going to do the enrollment. First of all, because this is just a handful of people, we don't plan on doing a mass market to everybody. I think it would be a huge mistake for your business. I really do. So there's a handful of us that are very excited. They want to kind of get our feet wet. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to put our toes in the water. We're going to make sure it's not boiling hot, it's not freezing cold, and get acclimated to it a little bit. And between the 27th and the 3rd, which is really our acclimation phase, and there is no fee to enroll on the 3rd, which is what we're calling official the founders enrollment day, or the Satoshi day, which is the reason we're doing it on January 3rd, because on January 3rd, 2009, is when the Bitcoin white paper was launched. Well, why don't we parallel that with the Amzbit initiative? So all of you are really part of history in the making. And so everything that we're doing between tomorrow and the 3rd, January 3rd, it's kind of getting acclimated to it all, and maybe get some of our key people in our team in place. All right, I want you to under promise, don't over promote. Just get a few people in place, and I think it will serve you greatly. Now, what you will see there as you can see on the page, I've got we're going to start, let's say, at 2 p.m. tomorrow, and I'll get with Missy and some of the other key people, and I'll be available for questions throughout the day. So there's not really, we're going to have this big ding, 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 everything launches on tomorrow. No, we're just going to quietly, I'll have a video out by tomorrow, 2 p.m. to show you how to do things. And then tomorrow at 8 p.m. So between tomorrow at 2 and 8 p.m., you can maybe get some of your key people enrolled, get acclimated to it. So by 8 p.m., we have a Q&A on Zoom Q&A, and you can see there the Zoom ID number is 727-572-1000. So you can tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. and we can just have an open discussion, okay? And that's how we're going to roll for the next few days. I'll make myself available on whether it's either an organized call through Zoom or through broadcasting. and we'll just kind of get it going. Okay, so on January 3rd is really the Satoshi Day I was telling you about. Details to be announced, but I'm thinking that maybe we'll do a 12 p.m. Where people can kind of tune in. We'll have a webinar and an announcement, and we can get the ball rolling. That's really what it is. Just get it rolling, and then we will we will have a scheduled event. Let's go over some of this right now. But before I go over the events, let's talk. I want to speak to you briefly about the Amzbit, the philosophy. And my philosophy when I set out to do this is to have full transparency. As you will see in the video that I'm producing, the first video, it's kind of pointed because I just quite frankly feel that we've been disappointed. We've been let down. We've unfortunately been sold a bill of goods, and a lot of the network marketing companies have flat out let us down. Why? I truly believe it's A, inexperience, B, greed, probably greed before inexperience, undercapitalized, things of that nature. Let me make it real clear. We don't have a mountain of cash by which we're doing this, and I don't believe we need to either, but we've got a seer of experience is what we have here. My 30 years experience, I know exactly the way I put this together. It was kind of, if I could wave a magic wand and I could do anything I wanted to do, how would I go about doing it? And this would be exactly it, right? I've seen way too many companies start off with a pile of money and end up in a pile of debt because they didn't know what they were doing. If you get something good, then it's just a matter of rolling it out with the right people and being completely honest and transparent. So number one, transparency. Number two, I want to make sure this is a safe place. Nobody gets hurt. We're not looking to hustle people out of big upfront fees. We're not looking to get people to second mortgage their home or take loans out. We don't want people to be hurt in any way. And unfortunately, I'm really disappointed in what's happening right now out there in the industry. And this so-called DSA is supposed to be policing this, and I got my own feelings on that. The DSA is policing the ones that are paying them the big bills, but I don't know. I just have a whole different philosophy on it. I guess they serve a good purpose. It's better than not having anything. Anyways, I want it to be safe. That's really important to me. So transparent. Don't try to be something you're not. Be safe. At least you know what you got, and you're not going to be bamboozled or hustled. Number three, it has to be decentralized. Now, even though Amzbit is somewhat of a hybrid of a company, meaning that the smart contracts, the smart payment, the payments for the smart contracts on the blockchain, which is a .org, that's 100% decentralized, and the Amazon, when we pay back the rebates for the Amazon purchases through the Amzbit portal, that's somewhat not 100% decentralized. Unfortunately, you're going through Amzbit because Amzbit is the Amazon affiliate associate. We're paying. It's a complete pass-through to the customer and to the member. But decentralization is really important for us because we don't want to. It's like one of my mentors says, I can't hear what you say because what you do is screaming to me, right? So setting an example, being an example at the very beginning is absolutely critical to us, right? And we're going to burn, and the decentralization comes by burning how the whole Amzbit smart contracts and how the whole Amzbit program works in the blockchain. So that's really important to us because I'm against centralization. I'm against people holding you hostage for your checks or for the business that you build, okay? The fourth thing is I want to get out of your way. Amzbit is a manufacturer, if you will. That's what we do. We've created the platform, the recipe, the Coca-Cola recipe, if you will. We've created the blockchain for the community, and we're like a manufacturer. We're like, I want to keep it open for groups of all sizes and all over the world. They can implement the Amzbit product line into their current community, their current infrastructure. So I don't want to be, it's important for me not to dictate how things need to be done, how things don't need to be done, and all this kind of stuff. I think if we, the bad people weed themselves out, right? They have to have all the control and everything. Well, this is a decentralized platform, right? So if you have people who have good organization, have a good platform, they want to implement the Amzbit ecosystem and model into their current current community or sales structure, then I'm all for it. So you won't have a lot of controls on my end. And might be at first might seem a little bit odd because so many companies are all rules and policies and procedures, and they're all this bunch of control freaks, and we're not doing that, right? We're kind of following the whole decentralization theme, okay? That we don't put barriers around our potentiality. We open it up, get outside that box. Okay, enough there. So, and lastly is we're big about support. Now you're going to see that in our weekly support and also in our conferences and our big celebrations that we have as they're coming in 2018. Okay, what to expect? Let's talk about number 2. What to expect? It's going to be bumpy at first, guys. It's going to be bumpy, and mainly because there's a little bit of uncertainty. You know, this is truly innovative. This is truly unique. This is truly different. It's never been done before, and we couldn't do it before because we didn't have the blockchain. But because of sequencing, we can now do it, and it is so exciting. It's unbelievable, right? We'll be the first of its kind, so it's very exciting. So it's going to be bumpy. You have to be patient. We are a startup, but a startup, like I said earlier, I've been around for 30 years, so there's nothing. We've been around a long, long time. And a lot of people are joining this community right now, Amzbit. They've been around a long time. So we're going to get the opportunity to pull from one another. So I think third is you have to have some patience. It's the good news and the bad news is that we're a startup. The bad news is that we're a startup. We may not have everything looking real pretty at first. And so what? I mean, neither did Apple or Amazon or Microsoft. If it was all real pretty, it wouldn't be this huge opportunity that we have, right? So I want to point that out. I guess be patient and contribute. And that comes to the next point, and that's collaboration. We've got to collaborate. And the reason collaborate is important is that, you know, when we have the benefit of the minds of all of us, all our minds, I think the product becomes even that much more special and beneficial for the world. And lastly, I want you to know I'm all in, right? This is really 30 years to come to this point that I'm flat out all in. I'll be the biggest evangelist and promoter and advocate of Amzbit and what it can do for people. And to me, my reward is your success. It's just that simple. I don't want to overcomplicate it. Let's not mountain climb over molehills, right? It doesn't have to be complicated for it to be badass, right? And let's keep it simple and make sure you promote simplicity. So that's what to expect. All right, 3. Let's talk about some important dates. December 27th. Obviously, I've spoken about that. It's the enrollment phase begins. The instructional videos. I need to, you know, we will not have all the videos by tomorrow, but we'll have some videos, okay, that I'll make available to you and where you can get them, and but you know how to download your Bitcoin wallet. If you don't know how to do that, you need to do that. All of you, when you watch this, get yourself a Bitcoin wallet. You're going to need one. Bitcoin, not ETH or anything else. So we'll show you eventually how to link your Amazon account. It's pretty simple. How to invite new candidates to your team. We'll have a video on that. How to sign up customers. How to enroll affiliates. How to fund your wallet. This is a big deal. Tips to fast track your team, and obviously a calendar of events. We need to have that, which I'm going to be talking to you about here in just a moment. All right. So, kind of what to expect in the events category. All right, cool. So, December 27th through January 3rd, enrollment. March 3rd is the January 3rd through March 18th. This is the founders enrollment period. This is where everybody who enrolls in that period is going to be part of the founders group, and it'd be the first and the last time in history that over a 90-day period, those that enroll during that period, they will always be part of the founders group, and you're a special group because you're the group that challenges the status quo. There's going to be a lot of young people, I know that, and there's going to be a lot of boomers too, because boomers have quite a bit of experience, not to mention the work ethic, and they're tired of sitting around the sideline. And so they're getting in. Everybody's got smartphones. So anyways, January 3rd through the 18th is when we're kind of get all our websites and all that stuff in play, okay? March 18th is going to be down in the St. Petersburg area. St. Petersburg, where Amzbit was born, and it's the Global Launch and Leadership Summit, and there's only one global launch, and I'm sure we'll have people from all over the world. More details about that to come. So that's in March, and then the next big event after that's going to be July 20th, and that's going to be the Summer Bash. Location still to be determined, the Summer Bash. And every year for the next 3 years, you can expect these three big events, okay? Leadership at the beginning of the year, and then a Summer Bash where families involved, and it's more laid back learning and teaching. In all events, we want to recognize those that have blazed a path of helping others, of having a servant heart, because with this platform, you can go really, really fast, really, really quick, because it's all on your smartphone on this platform. So, and it's all digital, right? We're in a digital age. I mean, this is the ultimate dreambiz.com, I think. So Summer Bash, more laid back, but still always learning and recognizing opportunity. And of course, November 23rd of 2018 is the global celebration. So this is a celebration, and this is where we recognize our producers and those who've helped the most people. That's where the most fruit is on the tree, those who've helped the most and made an impact. Because success is not about how much money you make, it's how many people you help, right? And fortunately, for those that like the idea of being very comfortable, the more people you help in our environment, just happens to be the more money you make, right? Okay, so that's what to expect from an event standpoint. Let's talk about the three websites. You're going to have amzbit.com. And the amzbit.com, the way that works is, for right now, we had a little bit of a hiccup in that regard, and mainly from a skin standpoint, how it looks. But so what we're going to do is we're going to come up with the amzbit.com is going to be an information site, right? Information meaning who are we, what, why, who, and how. So that'll be ready, and we'll probably have by tomorrow. We don't need that to build a business, because particularly during this pre-founders period between the 27th and 3rd, right? We're not going public. I do not go public, because you're just going to hurt yourself unless you like to shoot yourself in the foot. Go public, right? But I know you won't. And so the .com, that will evolve. That'll be ready by the 3rd, and so you'll be good to go. In the .com, we'll basically have a tour of the ecosystem, how it works, our story. Basically is mine and Sean. Sean being an entrepreneur, person also challenged the status quo, but how his strengths complemented my weakness and vice versa. And so we'll have our story there, a little bit about us, and then about our product initiative and what we're there, and how that works. Amazon and smart contracts, and of course FAQ is always really important. Of course, resources meaning where you can download a wallet, you can join Coinbase, we'll have some news feeds there as well, some YouTube videos of people that can help people understand about Bitcoin and blockchain. So just give you an idea of what's going to happen in that regard there. So that's amzbit.com. And then we're going to have Amzbit Pro. Amzbit Pro is a marketing site. And for right now, for the first 90 days, it's free. And I would imagine sometime in March at the conference, it'll probably be a paid event. And I don't know, somewhere, anywhere between $10 and $20, I would imagine. And, we'll be paying out commissions on it. So just kind of think of it as a way that you can get the opportunity to really use our tool, the affiliate platform, for free for 90 days to build your business as part of the founders group, and then right away, when you start, when the subscription starts on that, it will flat out pay for itself. So I want to thank Vincent and Stephen for making that work, for believing in the vision. I mean, it's awesome. So that's Amzbit Pro. We'll have some training up there that will be working by the 3rd. And, again, we'll have some calendar of events. It's a marketing site. So just kind of think of it that a video will go out with your affiliate ID when you can send that video out to anybody, that website out to anybody, and when they enroll, they automatically roll into your blockchain. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, so then the Amzbit.org is the third site, and the Amzbit.org is really the blockchain. The reason we call it .org is because nobody owns it, right? You've heard me say this before. Nobody owns it. That means it can't be stolen, seized, modified from you, or taken from you. So that's the member community. That is, oh man, that is where the love is at. And get through yours is free. All the monies stay in that community, never leaves the community, and that's where we have the bit 13 and block 13, which is basically a generation is of 13 people if you max out the comp plan, right? The comp plan would be there, etc. Various tools. Excuse me. That's on Amzbit.com and Pro, but on the Amzbit.org is where we enroll people, and that's where you're going to be enrolling people here on this platform. So, in fact, why don't we do that right now? So, to give you an idea. So I want you to go ahead and get a wallet. And basically, just so you know, I will get, and your person who introduced you to this will get you started, and you'll be doing the same thing. But look at me, for example. If I put the way this works, burkhedges.com, right, and I get URL, all of you will be able to do that. And keep in mind that what makes this so cool is that it's completely transparent. Remember, that's one of our founding philosophies for the company. So this QR code, you could either give it to somebody could copy it and put Bitcoin in there, or could sign up this way too. But this right here, this is your link. This happens to be my link, right? So if I want to copy the link address and I want to text it to somebody, I can. And when I text it to somebody, here's what happens. Okay, notice it cannot be changed. All right, I'm trying to change it, can't change it. So your new customer wants to put their Bitcoin address. So it's very important for you to get linked up is that you got to get a Bitcoin wallet, right? And so it's pretty easy. Just go to get a Bitcoin, go to Coinbase, download a Bitcoin wallet between now and tomorrow. Do it. Yeah. If you don't know what to do, then figure it out. This ain't rocket science. I mean, it isn't, believe me. Okay. And you'll feel accomplished when you're done with it too. So get yourself a Bitcoin address, and once you got that, then you're ready to sign up. You put your name in, you put your email address, and then if you have an Amazon account, make sure you put that in there too. Okay, and if you have Prime or don't, put your phone number. It's very important that you have your phone number, your email addresses, because if you don't have your right email address, then you won't be able to get your URL code. Once you have that, all right, we will be informing you on how to activate. So, our whole program is enroll, activate, and share. So, this is not about that for this announcement, because that's what it is. I'm just updating you what's going down, right? So, I want to show you how that worked. All right, cool. Let's see what else we got here. All right, let's go home. So everything is on the blockchain wallet statements. You can look at all the different things that are going to be done. We're going to be resetting it by tomorrow. And so all the wallet IDs that go in, they stay within that link, and off we go. Okay. So right now it's just about enrollment, not so much about shopping or none of that. Just get enrolled. And lastly, get your key people in place to enroll as well. There's no money going to be transfer hands. That's going to be on the 3rd, okay? So, and we're reworking all this copy on here. This is part of our prototype thing. And, the fact they don't look real pretty makes me kind of excited, let you know where you're at this. Too many things, too many Ferraris without any engines or Lamborghinis without any engine. Too many programs out there that look real slick and sexy on the outside, but they got nothing on the inside. Ours is the complete opposite. Complete opposite. My partner Sean has made sure of that. So our apps will most likely be released in March or sooner. If we can get things out sooner, great. But right now, you can do everything just through this platform right here. Okay. So that's that. Let's see where else we're at. So that's the Amzbit.org. And because all the money stays within the system, it's real-time payment. That's what's just mind-bending, really. It's wicked sick, really. Okay, little tools, conference calls. We're still working on what conference calls to use. If you have any suggestion, I'm open. Whether it's GoToConference, Skype, free conference calls. I know we're limited. I don't know. It could be we could have thousands of people here very, very quickly once we roll out. Can you imagine that? Tens of thousands, actually. Just blow things wide open. Yeah, Skype is pretty awesome platform. Webinar platform, either GoToWebinar, Webinar Jam, or Google Hangouts. We can do as much as we want to on Google Hangouts. So we'll probably do one of each every week plus a training. Event registration, we'll have something there as well, so you can start registering for your global launch event here in St. Petersburg. Why St. Petersburg? Because like I said, this is where we launched it. We'll probably do some tours to Egmont Key, where it all went down and how it all happened, and be part of the story, right? We're being part of the conversation, part of the story, and feel this is yours, this is ours, and just want to kind of let you feel like it's yours too. It's really important to us. Social media, we're got all that in the works: Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, things of that nature. And so that is all in place. Amazon shopping. So there's going to be some, let me wrap up with this. There's going to be some other events as we move into, not only are we going to have a solid calendar, right? So we'll have a calendar on the Amzbit Pro website, so we can start plugging people into the calendar and have some structure and continuity. We're promoters. At the end of the day, the product is the Amzbit product, and the rest of the time we promote, start using your smartphone, link people up, help people. You know, our comp plan is like really simple. The hard part is the code, which I got great news because it just got sweeter, but that's for another day. But just know that as we roll this all out, and particularly between January 3rd and March 18th, we will be adding elements that allows you to have pay raises instantaneously. Like, for example, if you want to be part of a master class, people that want to learn about Bitcoin, or people that want to know internet marketing, or people that may want to know how to do social media. So we'll have classes, and we'll partner up with experts in this area, and you can purchase a class depending on the level of intensity and the level of training, if you will. If, let's say, it's $24 to $1,000, whether it's a mastermind inner circle or something like that, we're going to be paying out a lot of that in the blockchain. So when you take a class and you say, well, I'm going to take a class, I'm going to join this inner circle, right? Or I'm going to be part of a master class, or I'm going to be part of an online workshop, a specific online workshop that might be strictly on Facebook marketing, and it might be $29.95 or $29, something like that, right? And you know that $20 of it's going to get paid back into the blockchain, and so you're going to encourage your people to equip themselves with the knowledge, right? The knowledge, so they don't have to make the mistakes that an expert has already done, and that means they can build their team bigger, larger, and easier, right? So, and these are all kind of a la carte as they see fit. We're not going to force people to do anything. A lot of people want to learn how to do things. They're willing to pay for it, right? I know I am, for sure. So that is it, my friends. That's it. That's the update. So tomorrow, 2 p.m., be on the lookout from the person who introduced you to this, and 8 p.m. is our Q&A call. And if nobody clued you into what's going on, hey, easy does it. It's okay. We're here for the long haul, really long, right? Don't feel, we're just getting started. It's all really, really cool. Protect what you have. Use common sense. We are not Amazon. This is important. Don't tell people that we're Amazon. We're not Amazon. We're Amzbit, and Amzbit is an affiliate of Amazon, and we pay 100% of our affiliate commissions to everybody in our community. It's just that simple, with whether you're a customer or a member on your purchases. All right. And don't let anybody out there tell people that we're Amazon, because we're not. Okay, and so that's it. It's exciting. I don't blame you for being excited. I am super excited. You know, Merry Christmas. And my dream is that this has been your absolute best Christmas gift ever. So that being said, love you. God bless you, and we'll talk soon. Bye bye for now.